What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today I want to go through kind of a day in my life learning languages, trying to get healthy and just doing stuff like that. If you watch this video and you like it, let me know in the comments if you want to see more stuff like this, because I think it would be something I could upload and give you guys a little example of what I'm doing, especially in language learning, but then also other life stuff, make it a little entertaining. So let me know what you think down below. But first, before we get started with anything, I go to the gym. First thing in the morning, I go to the gym every day to get those endorphins going, get my mind state right, get my mental clarity right. So we're gonna go to the gym, we're gonna work out, let's get it. First thing I do every morning is go to the gym. I specifically wanted to put this in here because I've learned a lot about the gym and consistency because of the consistency I've built with Mandarin over the last year. As of the filming of this video, I've been going to the gym for 8 weeks. I'm down 16 pounds, multiple inches on my waist, I've gotten stronger, and while the videos may look poor in form to you, it's much better than it was 8 weeks ago. This is the same mentality to have towards language learning. Showing up every day and working on things is only going to help you achieve your goals. I know a lot of people like to listen to their target language at the gym, but I don't for 2 reasons. 1, I work out with a training partner, and 2, when I'm at the gym, I want to make sure I'm fully focused on what I'm doing, and I don't want to be worrying about, am I active listening or passive listening, or did I fully understand that? When I'm at the gym, I'm fully dialed in on what I'm doing here, now. Breakfast and work time. So every morning I like to start with a bagel with a little bit of Greek yogurt as the topping. I take the Dave's Killer bagel, put the Greek yogurt on top, and oh yeah. Anyway, now I gotta work a little bit. While finishing up my breakfast and before getting into the first session of the day in terms of language learning, I had to do a little bit of work. I work full-time for Shalma NYC, and so sometimes I'll just have things to do in the morning or in the evening. It kind of just depends on what is needed at the time. I had some stuff to do this morning, and so I like to get that stuff taken care of before I do anything else. All right, so my work is done, and the first bit of study, we're gonna go into our first study session here, and it's not gonna take very long. I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do my sentence mining cards. We're gonna try and we'll see how it works, but I just have 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my sentence mining reviews, and then we'll get into something else. There's not much to show here. I have my sentence cards set up. I have the word on the front. I have it hidden to where you can't see the sample sentence unless you click this button. And then if you press the play button, the audio will play. I don't have the audio auto play. I have to make it to where I have to press the button because sometimes that just weirdly distracts me. And then on the back, I have no English at all except for the translation of that specific word, and then also the pinyin just to help with further reading. The cards I'm using are from Refold. I'll link the video in the description below, but there's a video where they talk about sentence mining, which is also how I set this whole process up. This is a free way to do this by using Yomi-chan and ASB Player, and it links to your Anki. There's no paying or anything like that, so that is what I use, and the card type is from Refold, mentioned in that same video, which is the sentence card hidden, and that is the card type that I'm using. I will link that all below if you want to follow the same one. From there, I went straight into sentence mining new cards. I wanted to go ahead and get this stuff out of the way because sentence mining isn't something necessarily that I enjoy right now, but I know it's an important part. I had a conversation with somebody the other day talking about how, in my opinion, in order to get to the next level, I'm going to have to start sentence mining. I got to start seeing these cards on a regular basis. So after I finished my sentence mining reviews, I went straight into sentence mining my new cards. And for this video, I'm specifically using a video from Nail Chinese, which is an incredible channel because while it is comprehensible, she does a lot more vlog style stuff, so it's a lot less scripted stuff. And so it has a much more natural speech pattern. And then her explanations and stuff, she speaks very clear. And it's just really, really helpful for getting sentences and hearing spoken Chinese the way that it's naturally spoken. I think that starting out with sentence mining and getting it out of the way is actually cool because then the rest of the day, you can actually look for those same exact words that you mined and see if you can see them out in the wild, so to speak. And that seems to be helpful. I really enjoy the process of doing that. All right, so I just finished sentence mining. It took me 22 minutes to mine 10 cards. I understood a lot of that video is an HSK 4 or 5 level. I really love that Chinese, Nail Chinese. does really awesome stuff because it's not typical comprehensible input. It is comprehensible, but it's more like daily vlogs and stuff. I really love that stuff. So the sentence mining portion is out of the way. Now we are just going to go into immersion. I'm actually going to go sit on my couch and hang out, but we're going to do that. So I'm almost at 30 minutes today so far. My goal is an hour. I am going to go hike here in just a little bit, but I'm going to get just a little bit more immersion in me, and then we will go from there. There's not a whole lot to show in terms of this. These are a couple of channels that I like. Here's one called A Cup of Chinese where she talks about stuff. The other one that I really like is Lazy Chinese. Lots and lots of great videos. This one I've really taken a liking to, which is traditional Chinese medicine stuff, talking about the coloration of your tongue, determining illnesses. And then I also like Xiaogua Chinese. This specifically is a podcast type thing that she has, not a comprehensible video. Although this is a comprehensible video, it's not like a story or anything. It's just a couple of people talking, which I really like. And then the other channel that I'm a huge fan of is Story Learning Chinese with Annie. This one is really cool because she has taken a video game and it's talking about unpacking her room. And so she goes through and talks about, so it's a great way to learn nouns, but she'll talk about placing things where it's at. She'll use keywords in terms of beside, under, on top, things like that. And I find it to be really helpful. And also it just breaks up versus just seeing someone's face and them talking about a story. You can kind of get a little bit of a feel for, especially a video game. Just keep it interesting, keep it fun. That way all the content that you're watching isn't the same exact thing. And for this specific round of immersion, I did free flow. I didn't stop and look anything up. I wasn't using subtitles because, again, as mentioned, listening is something that I really want to focus on and get better at. And so this one, I didn't have subtitles or anything. I was just fully concentrated on hearing the Mandarin spoken and whether or not I could get what they were saying and things like that. And what I noticed is even with this video right here in a video game format, my understanding was around 80 to 85%, I would say. Now, granted, a lot of it, like I said, is nouns and things like that. It still was very useful, and just hearing words over and over repeated was very helpful. First study session done. We got an hour of Chinese in so far. Gonna take a break. It's gonna be like a 2 a day. I don't know how long we're gonna get to walk here because it's starting to thunder a little bit. It might rain. Gonna get a little more steps in, a little hike around this lake. Feeling good, do that. And we'll keep going on some more stuff. So before starting the walk, I was at 4,369 steps. We went to walk around Lincolnshire and Tazewell. As you can see here, we see a couple of deer roaming about, which is really cool. There is a children's park here where they've got some stuff, and you can go on these little floaties in the lake and things like that. And then other than that, you're just walking around the terrain of the lake. There's hills and things of that nature. You may not be able to see them great in this video, but there are hills. It's not just an even walkway, but it's a very fun walk. It's a very nice walk, getting out and just enjoying nature. But it's always nice being outside, just really clearing your mind. It's very therapeutic, which is great to just relax and enjoy nature. Not getting sunlight right now, but overall, just being outside is such a great feeling. It's starting to rain a little bit. We made it halfway. We're all the way at the base of the far end of the lake, so we will walk back. Hopefully the rain holds off, but it's been kind of up and down whether or not it's raining. All right, so the sun is completely opened up, just blue sky now. Hopefully that rain's gone. So I think we gonna try to get another lap in here. I was really happy the sun came out because we got to get another lap, and obviously more walking is better. And so being able to just get some of those sun rays and things like that, get some vitamin D is really great. So we ended up walking around the entire thing another time, ended with 12,273 steps, which is over 800 steps taken. Great walk, got 8,000 steps in. We made 2 laps around the thing. I'm on my way home. It's about a 20-minute drive. So I'm gonna do a little listening now to some of the comprehensible input that I've watched and try to see if I can pick up a little bit more this time and really train my ears, man. That's really what I wanna work on, is training my ears, getting to where I can hear Mandarin really well. So we're gonna work on that for a little bit on the way home and then get into some more. After getting home and taking a shower, I decided to go through a little bit of LingQ. I uploaded an SRT file from this video into LingQ. That way I could see and follow along with the SRT, and I have the dictionary right there at my fingertips. And so if you don't know how LingQ works, the white words that have no background are words that I know. Words in yellow are words that I have seen, but I do not know. And then the blue words there are words that I've never seen before within using LingQ. Obviously, I may have seen those out in the wild, but in terms of with this specific platform. And I really, really like doing this, and it's cool because Link keeps track of multiple things such as words known and how many words you've read and things like that. And it's just a pretty fun service to get into that. Some people like it, some don't. I'm a big fan of it, but I like to have the video up and then I like to go through the subtitle file so I can kind of watch the video and get the visual clues along with doing this. Now, once I finish a video, I will simply use the audio and I will read through the subtitle file a time or two until I try to get the hang of it. But for the first time, I always like to go through the subtitle file while watching the video because those visual cues can help so much. So this was the last thing that I did of the night, and that is just reading through the subtitle file. I went through this video and yeah. So that was my day. I got 2 hours and 10 minutes of Mandarin study in, and that's from listening, reading, watching, and all that good stuff, sentence mining, vocab words, things of that nature. I also finished the day with 15,028 steps. And then the other aspect of my life, which is trying to take my health and fitness serious, I finished with right at 1,500 calories. So I think a pretty overall good day. So if you like this video, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.